Joe, there were a lot of mistakes tonight, but Brad taking that penalty at the end of the second period, is he trying to do too much? Is he frustrated? What do you see?
Well, I think he's trying to impact the game, right, physically, and just, the timing of it. Towards the end of the period, you don't want to go in the box at that situation, right? It's a tight hockey game, but, he's trying to impact the game physically and be hard and show that, we want to be invested in the game physically. And, it just didn't. Unfortunately, the penalty was what it is. But, you look at the game, we come out to start the third period of that kill, we tie it up, we get a shorthanded goal, right? And then, for 41 minutes or so, I thought we played okay. We gave up some opportunities, but we had some opportunities too. And then, for us to just, it's frustrating because we make it 2-2, they come down. Okay, so they score on the power play, it's 3-2. That happens, but then we gifted them on the fourth goal.
Was that a result of a strong... I'm sorry. Sorry about that. Was that a result of a strong forecheck by Ehlers or Lowry not doing what he should have been doing, swinging behind the net?
It's a combination of both. It's a good forecheck, but we have to make the right decision there with the puck. We can't cut into the front of our goalie. We have to make the smart, reliable play in that situation. So it's a combination of both.
Coach, this team's kind of been built on a strong power play the last couple of seasons. Why do you think, despite some of the personnel not really changing, that it struggled so much this season?
Well, I don't know. I just think it's we got one here tonight, I think, didn't we, again? So it's 2 games in a row. That's we're moving in the right direction, I guess. That's a good sign. But it has struggled over the course of the year, and I just think one of the things that we're trying to work on and continue to improve on is our entries. I feel like that's been an area that we haven't come in as clean as we'd like to, and it doesn't allow us to get set up as much. And then when we do get set up, again, we have a tendency to overpass. We're not looking to be more direct attack with the 2 guys at the net, trying to create some 2-for-1s and things like that. So just simplifying it, I think, would help.
Scott in front.
Joe, execution's one thing, but is there a mental component to why some of these games get away with goals in quick succession?
Well, you have to be mentally strong, right? There's stuff that happens during the course of a game. It's not always going to go your way. You don't have momentum. The momentum shifts during the course of the game are going to happen. They're going to drag some ways. It's going to pull our ways sometimes, but we just have to find a way as a group to really be mentally strong. Like I said, even when they make it 3-2 there, it's okay. There's lots of time left. Yeah, we made it. We'd like to kill the rest of that power play off, but it's okay. We're only down a goal, and I felt like we've played a decent game up to that point. So it's just about focusing on the next play and the next shift and hit the reset button. And so that's something that we have to continue to work on and get better at.
Brad, looked like you guys obviously back in the game with the shorthanded goal. What happened after that, and what do you think overall of the performance?
They got one right back, and then they got a couple of quick ones, and that was it.
What do you think is leading to these goals against in quick succession?
We're just making mistakes, and it seems like every mistake we make, it's costing us, so we just have to tighten up a little bit.
Brad, part of this team's identity has been the strong penalty kill. Why do you think it's struggled so much so far this season?
I don't know. We're just, it seems like, we're it seems like some bounces go against us, and then we don't clear it, every time we need to, and teams are good. They're making plays.
How frustrated are you with the inconsistency? Obviously 2 great games against Ottawa and Colorado, then the last 2 where it felt like you're maybe building some momentum. Why has that happened, and how frustrated are you?
Just something we got to continue to work through. We don't have a choice to look back at, feel sorry for ourselves. Just got to work on it here tomorrow and get ready for the next one.
Brad, there was a point a couple of weeks back when your management talked about looking at the season down 2 paths. Does that put pressure on you guys with the trade deadline not that far away to try to prove yourselves worthy of investing in, and does it make guys worried about the alternative to that?
The only thing we can do is focus day to day. They're going to do what they feel is necessary for the team. and all we can do is worry about a play and what we can control. We can't control any decision that is going to be made. We have to come and do a job here every day, and that's all we can worry about right now.
Have you been, is it hard, given that your own name gets dropped in there, to block that out? Is that a hard thing to have the mental discipline to do?
No, I mean, I'm not really worried about what's being said in the media. At the end of the day, like I said, they're going to make the decisions for the group that they feel is necessary. I have no control over that, so going to worry about what's going on in here and playing for this group, and as long as I'm here, I'm Boston Bruins. That's what I'm worried about.
Penalty at the end of the second period, was that a matter of trying to do too much, or?
I don't know. I gave him a little bump. I think he went down easy. Same with the first one. It's a push. When you look at those and then you look at some of the ones they let go in Pasta, it is what it is. Can't change it.
Are you battling frustration at this point? Just kind of, feels like you get on a little bit of a roll and then there's some setback, and there's really been difficult to get consistency.
It's been a different year. It's obviously we're facing a lot of adversity group this year, and we don't have a choice but to work through it. So you can't get caught up in frustration. Obviously, none of us are happy about where we're at and the position we're in, especially considering where we expected to be to start the year. But you can't focus on that. You have to focus on being better for the next one, and that's what we have to worry about. Like I said, we can't get caught up in it. Are we happy with where we're at? Absolutely not. We're not. We haven't played to our standard, and we haven't played the way we know we're capable of as a group. So that is frustrating. But at the end of the day, we got to worry about what we can control, and that's our effort tomorrow, and how we prepare for the game Saturday.
Some of the plays that Lindholm made tonight, something he can build on?
He's a great player, and he has he came up big there, scoring that goal, and a couple others almost made another really good one on the power play in the second. Just didn't connect, and same at the end of the game. So just something that he can definitely continue to do. Makes a lot of great plays out there, and even away from the puck. So big part of the group.
How much has this year tested you, and in what ways have you kind of had to respond to those tests in terms of leadership and moving the group forward?
Yeah, like I said, it's been different, much different situations than what we've been in the last very, very long time. So it's just about trying to come together as a group and battle through it. Adversity, it's good when you come out of it the other side and you stick together. So it definitely challenges you as a group. Something we're obviously talking about and trying to work through. But it's just something, obviously, we got to be a little bit better.
Brad, does it feel like there's still enough belief that you guys can push through this?
Yeah, we're right there. We just have to string a few wins together, and by no means are we out of it, or do we feel like we're out of it. We're obviously in a dogfight, which is, we're playing for something, and that's what we all want. So yeah, we obviously still believe, and we're right there. Just gotta tighten up a little bit, and we'll be okay.
How do you feel about your performance tonight and the overall effort from the group?
First couple of periods pretty good. We had that 5-minute lapse there, scored 3 goals. Obviously, I got to be better too, all of us. So I think that lapse there, we lost the game today. Can't happen, especially against these teams, these games. They're huge.
On the play where Low Rye brings it to the front of the net there, were you not expecting him to bring it there at that point?
It just happened really quickly. Stuff happens. Obviously, I would like to be there to, back it up, but I wasn't.
13 goals over the last 2 games. It seems obviously a team that has an identity of keeping the puck out of the net. What's gone wrong from your view the last few games?
I don't know. We have those lapses. We just can't get out of it. And like I said today, rests on my shoulders quite a bit too. So otherwise, we had some good hockey today as well. Yeah, it's just full 60 minutes, focus on details. There's no tricks with that.
Same in Buffalo, we're kind of right there, and then they score right away. So it's tough.
Elias, the trend this season has been kind of the flurry of goals that opponents have been able to score on you guys after you score a goal. What do you think has led to that, and how do you think you guys can improve on that?
I don't have a good answer for that. I wish I had. Obviously, it can be a tough sport. I mean, it's start building some momentum and then right back again. And obviously, that's something that's not good from our side. And obviously, when you score like that, you want to start building some momentum and take over the game. But we do some mistakes out there, and then mistakes happen. But right now, they're very costly for us, so it's tough.
Do you feel like the group lets up at times after you score goals, big goals in games, as opposed to, as you mentioned, kind of building momentum after it?
What's that?
Do you feel like you let up and maybe take a deep breath and say, hey, we're back in the game, versus trying to build momentum and add more goals?
At that point, just try to get the kill down and go from there. And obviously, they're a good power play and gonna have their looks, but in that case, it was different. I think obviously, last game we're 5-on-5 and try to build some momentum and goes down in our net. But tonight it was different. I think obviously you want to get that kill down and go from there, but we just didn't get it done.
What did you see there? And it seems like obviously mistakes are compounding.
Yeah, no, there was a big energy swing and get back in the game to tie it up, and then it just went the other way pretty fast. And not really sure what happened.
How'd you get through tonight physically? How you feel overall first game back?
Yeah, good. Really excited to be back. I think there was certainly some good, some mistakes too, but it felt good. Legs feel good, and I'm excited to just continue to grow from here. Only get better.
Charlie, why do you think that has happened, where goals against pile up like that?
Yeah, I don't know. It's just been like that this year, and I feel like if we knew exactly what was wrong, we would have stopped it by now. We just have a way of letting it compound. Maybe that's, I don't even know. I don't have the answer for it right now, but it's certainly something that I'm sure we'll look at and we'll have to address.
And with the overall inconsistency too, you have 2 of your better games, Ottawa and Colorado back-to-back, and then Buffalo and tonight. Is it frustrating that you guys aren't able to kind of get on a roll where you put yourselves in solid position for playoffs?
Yeah, it is. It is frustrating.
Ken Neal had mentioned a couple weeks ago that there could be 2 paths that management looks at. How has the team reacted to that, and does it put pressure on you guys?
No, I don't think it's something that we talk about in here. I think we're focused on who's in here and whoever's playing. It's our job to get results, and we know that. That's all we can do. We can't worry about who's here, who isn't here. So it's always going to fall on us to do our job, and that's it. That's all you can ever worry about.
As a leader, do you try to make sure that the younger guys and guys that haven't been in these situations aren't letting those things get inside their head and aren't pressuring themselves?
It's been difficult because I haven't been involved really, and the guys have been traveling and I've been on a different schedule, so that was kind of dating back to when those things were said. I know we've had some good games since then, and I've really been away from the team, so to that note, that's certainly something that I can look at and make sure that everybody's feeling good. I think that's a huge part of playing good, is mentally being in a good spot. So
Congratulations on getting the A for Team USA. What can you do in the 4 games between now and that break to build some momentum up so you're feeling good as a team going into that break?
Yeah, we just got to play the right way. I mean, we can do it. We've shown that we can do it. For me personally, I'm excited to just to be back and to grow, to play, to be a part of it, and to help the team in whatever way I can to find that consistency and for us to just win games, hopefully string together some good results between now and the break.